Dara, welcome to a WestJet Pilot podcast. If you could just introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Dara van Langen from VNV, the Dutch Airline Pilots Association, doing international affairs. And I'm chairing the SkyTeam Pilots Association since 3 years.
Nice. For WestJet pilots who may never have heard of SPA, what is it, why does it exist, and what does it actually do for pilots day to day?
SPA, it's the SkyTeam Pilots Association. It's an association of pilot groups who are either representing a SkyTeam airline or a partner of the SkyTeam airline.
You fly the 777, the 787 for KLM, and you're leading an international pilot association. How do you balance the cockpit with that kind of advocacy role? And why did you take it up?
Well, indeed, I have a combined job. It's about 50-50, flying and working for VNV and SPA, indeed. And for me, it is the perfect combination of both worlds, actually.
So we just finished 2 days of meetings here in Amsterdam. Without getting into too much of the specifics, what are the biggest issues that pilot associations across SkyTeam are wrestling with right now?
Well, first of all, to explain a little bit more about the SkyTeam Pilots Association, there are two committees. We got what we call the Industrial Committee and we got the Safety Committee. They both form SPA. We meet the same days, but we meet in parallel, so in separate rooms. The Safety Committee deals specifically with safety issues, like positive safety culture, the safety programs at airlines. They have a direct dialogue with the safety management of an airline. So they're totally focused on safety. The Industrial Committee is a little bit broader, deals with all issues that any pilot group runs into, whether it's labor, fatigue, a positive safety culture also is being dealt with on the industrial side, obviously. So that's what SPA does.
Speaking of that, we heard a lot in this meeting about fatigue risk management and positive safety culture. From your perspective, how aligned are SkyTeam pilot groups on safety standards and where are the gaps?
Well, first of all, they're pretty much aligned as far as the goals are concerned. We all have the same goals, obviously, at the end of the day. However, we do see differences among all pilot groups. There we see we are not as aligned as we'd like to be. There's still a lot to be won, whether it's about fatigue or positive safety culture. We have a lot of work to do.
The Korean Air Asiana merger was on the agenda here. When two airlines merge within an alliance, what does that mean for the pilots and what role does the SPA play in protecting them through that process?
Well, obviously mergers are a challenge, always. So the role starts primarily at the fact that when you go into a merger, two pilot group gets together, it's very, very important to start the dialogue between both pilot groups. And that is where SPA can help, because that is what we are. We are just pilot groups in dialogue with each other, helping each other. It's nothing more than that. So in the case of Korean, we can assist them with our previous experiences. We have a lot of experience because there are so many pilot groups together. And we really emphasize the fact that if you go into a merger, pilot groups should work together.
The SkyTeam Alliance has been growing, as you know. SAS joined recently, Virgin Atlantic before that. When a new carrier comes into the SkyTeam family, how does the SP reach out to their pilot association and what does that relationship look like early on?
Well, we always reach out to pilot groups that are either part of SkyTeam or might become part of SkyTeam. And we reach out to them to explain what we do, why we do it, and where the mutual benefit is. And through the other channels of like ECA in Europe, European Cockpit Association, or ALPA, we already know each other. So we are not new to each other. It's just in this format with this association that brings maybe an added benefit to, for example, IFALPA, because what ties us within SPA is the fact that the airlines we fly for, they have a commercial link, all because at the end of the day, we put the same passengers in our planes, right? Whether we are part of an alliance, a partnership, a code share, whatever. So there's a mutual benefit also on the airline side. So that's where SPA is a very powerful tool in the dialogue between pilot groups as well towards airline management.
So further to that, if a pilot association from an airline that wasn't yet part of SkyTeam wanted to learn more about what SPA does, what would you say to them and what's the door opening conversation?
The door opening conversation is always that, like I said, a dialogue between pilot groups, that's where it starts. And we can always help each other because we can learn from each other, but we can also reinforce our message. A message is always stronger if you're not the only one giving the message, but if you have friends, colleagues who give the same message or back up your message or support you in your message.
Last one. What did you wish more pilots understood about why international pilot solidarity matters, especially at a time when alliances, mergers, and ownership changes are reshaping the industry so quickly?
Well, that is a very good question. There's a lot of work being done by pilot groups, whether it's at any ALPA level, European level at ECA, or the alliances. It's not only SPA, there's the One World Alliance, OCCC, the Star Alliance pilots in ASAP. And there's a lot of work being done by these groups to make conditions on every level, whether it's labor or safety, to aim for the highest standard. And I think not every pilot flying out there is aware of that. They do not need to be. But please do know that a lot of work is being done for the benefit of our profession.
I found this meeting really useful. A couple days here in Amsterdam. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Great
Cheers.
having you at the meeting.
Pleasure.